Hello, everyone. It's your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, here to introduce something really special. I think you're going to love it. My new Trump watches. We're doing quite a number with watches, and the quality to me is very important. The Trump Victory Tourbillon. This isn't just any watch. It's one of the best watches made. It's a tourbillon watch with almost 200 grams of gold and more than 100 real diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. I love gold. I love diamonds. We all do. Only 147 of these extraordinary watches will ever exist in the world, and owning one puts you in a very exclusive club. I have watch number one, and I'm going to keep it. It's mine, and that's the way I want to have it. Each watch is numbered and extremely rare, a true collector's item, and it includes a personal letter signed by me. Get your Trump watch right now. Go to gettrumpwatches.com. It's Trump time.
Oh, boy! That just happened. I was planning out the show. That's why I'm a couple of minutes late. Hey, everybody. Hey, Bashers. Bashers. Donald Trump just released some watches, some luxury timepieces. OMG. I bet you can't wait. I just spent the last half hour doing the deepest dive I could for you all, just for fun, just to see what they're all about. I haven't been able to find out who makes them. But I did find out a couple of interesting things. Why get into the watch market? Okay, this NFTs and the sneakers. He's a business guy. I get it. But watches, now it's tough because we're exactly. Oh my God. Well, first of all, let's see who's in the room, and then we can talk all about that stuff for fun. Andrew Olkowicz, number one in the room with Canadian $10. Thank you for the super chat. It means so much to me because this week's been so bad. Working till 5:30. Been looking forward to watching the show when I get home. Upload every one of you for inspiration because you guys inspire me every day. I love doing this. This is my thing. Andrew, I owe you the big bang boom. Let's do, you know what? Let's do, what do I have? I have other things. I'm going to give you, instead of the same thing I give you all the time, I'm going to give you confetti burst. Yay. You're the best, Andrew. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, pal. He also says the thumbnail looks like cat aliens putting on some sort of rock show. That's exactly what they are. I always forget about this whenever I do this confetti thing, these new things I edit, I have to actually stop them. Usually you just do it once and that's the end of it. Anyway, I'm learning. It's Thursday. Andrew Wolkowicz, upvote, voice text type. Okay. Perhaps I had too many beers while trying to be first this is at 1:30 in the morning. Push Stuttgart. Good day, everyone. Good day to you. Kevin Landon, number 4. Greetings to Dirk and all the Bashers. No work today, so I will see it live in all its glory. I bet you can't wait because I'm going to take these watches apart and we're going to talk about them. Oh, boy. Just dying to know who makes them, though. That's really hard to find out. I've been looking for a half an hour. It's just such new information. Says Swiss made, but there's a couple of things on there that make me think, no, not Swiss made. Place number 8, Andrew, done 4 places in a row. And first super chat, Dirk's run out of lyrics for you. Actually, the last time I did one, and I owe probably one to you and Dave Fahrenheit 451 because you guys get it the most. Andrew asked me to do a cover version of a song of his. And I did Gordon Lightfoot. What's the name of that song? Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. I want to wish Emmett and Dana a happy anniversary. My dear buddies over in the West Coast. having a well-deserved anniversary day and dinner and all that beautiful shit. I love you guys. I love, 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 love. Couldn't love you more than I do. Happy anniversary, kids. You're great. And happy belated birthday to Beckett, which was yesterday, I think. I'm the worst gunkle in the whole wide world. 9th spot, 10th spot, 11th spot, 12th spot. Dean, you're funny. Steve Zaliski, good evening, Dirk and all the bashers. I'll take 15 through 20. Well, that's exactly what you got. We said, for those about to rock, we salute you. Yeah, weird Dean and myself both thumbed up number 9. Interesting. Number 9. Hiteshi says, don't forget to upvote number 11. Andrew Wolkowicz is here. He says, Dean, I'll start waiting on others to upvote and comment first for now on, just to make things fair. Listen, it's very simple. If you like the show, if you like being a part of this little gang called the Bashers, what do? We get together every day, except for Mondays and Saturdays. We do live streams from the streets, which I'm about to do soon, the second that I get those new mics. They're not here yet. We do Friday nights, crazy drinking bash time. We get together on Friday for with Ush, and we talk about some funnier things and be a little irreverent and just loosen our collars and all that kind of stuff. And Sunday we do Sunday Mass, which was your request, and I'm so grateful that you're all here. That's it. That's all I have to say. Love y'all. Andrew, are you all good? What are you doing? Early bird catches the worm. True. Franco Fiore says, upvote for Dirk. Thanks and enjoy the show. Thank you, buddy. Steve Zaleski says, that's not an analogy that the worm's dad used to see. Glenn Parker, hail to the good times, because Rock has got the right of way. We ain't got no legend. We ain't got no cause, just because we're living today. Hail to the bastards. And in no who cares. And in that no who cares. Remember, Paul Stanley said, if it's too loud, you're too old. Paul Stanley has a lot of really, really funny quotes. They're just fun. I got it, Dick. That one September when you're a king. I don't know what that means. You're a king. You could be the king YouTube user. I love the anonymity of the very attractive hand with the cohiba. Looks great. Sorry, I'm Asamid. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. I'd like to use it in a sentence. Meet my first knacker at 8:45 at the bus stop and ran to hospital for blank faces game again. Not long ago at hers. That word, the good people, 40-1. It's shite out there. Shite out here today. It's very humid and it's gray and yucky. Melly C. Hi, Dirk and all the bashers. Happy Friday Eve, beautiful people. Of course, we're sending out good waves of love and prayers for Mork, who's got a little bit of a stomach ache. You all know him. He's a superstar on the show, the Mork and Mindy show. They're huge here. Melly C's beautiful kitty cats. He had a bad stomach, went to the vet, and he's recovering. But you know how that goes. We're very sensitive to those things, and we love him. Mwah. We love Mork. Angelo Minichello, hey Dirk, evening all. Hope everything's going well. I got my truck right here. You know what's crazy? I know that the lights work on this thing. I just don't. I'm trying to figure out how, because it didn't come with a booklet. But there is a battery cover under there, but it has a screwdriver that I've never seen before, and it's not a Torx. It's not a Star. I'm not quite sure what it is. Angelo Minichello is going to have one of these really soon. A real one. Thank you, buddy. Mart, hey, buddy boy, and Bronson, hey, Dirk and the Bashers. Let the show begin. Let it begin. Oh, Shane McGee with €5. I got into a nightclub free last week. I walked in backwards and told the bouncers I was on my way out. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. It's great. Let's give you some stars. Oh, my stars. Catch a rising star. Try to catch them. Got it. I need a hat or something to catch the stars. Yeah, that's funny stuff. Good evening, all from Steve Mac 3. Great, welcome. I'm so glad you're back. Ray, who cares, Dirk? You will be here. Oh, this is because I was 5 minutes late. Yeah. Here you go. Now you know why. So Irishman, Englishman, hold on here. I want Trump watches. Please be true. They're true. It's real. I'm going to break them down. I've got them all set up to show you. I can't wait. I just hope I don't get a copyright pop for showing the commercial. And you know how he is about that stuff. So, and I'm not going to rip him an asshole. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to. The watches I'm going to. Sign me up for one of those bad boys. Here you go. Hitachi said he's pimping himself out with a coin for. Well, yeah, he's got a coin. He says hard pass, and you don't want those in your curation. Is he aiming for the watch community? That's what is most abhorrent. But you know, it has. He's selling it on his campaign pages, and talked about it during. But it is not campaign related. It's not for campaign funds. It's just business, and he's a businessman. People put their names on stuff. They're licensed. He has nothing to do with them. He licensed his name. My Monty Python watch and now my Trump watch. Allah be faced. Daniel Gutierrez. Hello, bastards. Oh, Drew B, you didn't have to go and do that. Crazy man. Drew B 1999. Cover at least part of the LP shipping. That's because his son is an aspiring rocker and he loves rock music and he listens to music on vinyl, which I just think is sensational. So do I have one? I had one yesterday. What the hell did I do with it? I had them out. I got a couple of boxes of these promos that, I don't pay for them. I paid for them in sweat and blood and passion when I made them. Yeah, so I shipped him out that and another CD, one of a previous CD, one for him, one for dad, and one for the son. And so yeah, thank you very much, Drew B. You're great and you're fantastic. And welcome back. Let's give you that's a nice super chat. So let's give you a mega super chat. Thank you so much. That was very sweet of you to do that. Listen, it's my pleasure. It's my absolute pleasure to have sent you some stuff. I sent it out yesterday. I sent it media mail. I didn't even send it there's this really great service that the post office has, and sometimes it's a little bit slower, but it's called media mail. You get a discount if you're sending out like your art. I don't know exactly how it works, but if you just say media mail and it's media, like a piece of art or a CD or something, they let you send it it's like half price. So thank you very much, Droopy. Hitachi, knowing Trump will be made in the USA. It's not. It says Swiss made. Oh, I sure do. Watch It's Brian. Happy Thursday to all the Bashers from stormy but not bad Orlando. Are you ready? Watch It's Brian. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Let's just go. Let's just go do it. I did a deep dive. I learned as much as I possibly could about these things. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Let's go. The President Donald J. Trump watches. This one's called Fight, Fight, Fight. Does anybody else think this looks like the Neiman his signature looks like Neiman Marcus? I think it does. Anyway, this is one of the watches. You want to see what it looks like? Here.
Hello,
no, we saw that already. It's the same commercial, so that's no fun. So these are the amazing choices that you can get. You can get stainless steel that's gold plated. Now, nobody's made a gold plated watch since Kmart went out of business, with a day and a date and a very vintage Omega looking kind of nibs there. You have a two-tone, silver gold tone, gold plated, and you got Maga red. It might be lighter than that, right? It's a little bit lighter than the Maga color. Red silver tone. This one's $7.99, onyx gold tone. It says that the dial is made from pure onyx, but if we click on it, you guys are into this, right? I'm really into it. Don't get political. This has nothing to do with politics. This is just because we're watch nerds. And, when somebody slaps their name on a watch, nobody likes it, regardless of who it is. I would do it if anybody did it. So this is just so. Listen, I grew up in New York around the Trumps. You know that I'm from a block away from his mom's house. I knew his mom very well. I used to cut her bologna at the deli. Had met with Donald several times. Not met with him, but I've met him several times. Way back when he was in New York, he was everywhere, omnipresent in New York. Everything he does is gold, 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 gold. This, however, is not gold. This Spec-wise, automatic movement with date window. Oh, look, it's got a date window. Crystal sapphire glass. Did a deep dive and found out it's not sapphire. It's sapphire coated mineral glass. So there you go. That's sapphire glass fake news. Water resistance, 20 atmosphere, 660 feet. I would take my Speedmaster scuba diving before I would take this anywhere. I don't think so. Black onyx stone. There's a fly in here. Case materials, 18 karat gold plated stainless steel, which means it'll be green next week. The bezel is unidirectional, 60 minutes. I found out that the bezel is aluminum. It says ceramic. Oh, it is not ceramic, because I looked up the specs of this thing, and it might have a ceramic overlay, but it's not. It's 42 millimeters, 12.5 inches thick. And that is limited to only 1,000 pieces. And this one is $7.99. Right? You like that one? Then let's see what else we got here. Then we have the silver gold tone. This is the Fight, Fight, Fight Black Watch. It was made for those who combine boldness and elegance, just like President Trump. Boldness, yes. Elegance, nah. The gold accents on this watch and case can create a tasteful balance of color, perfect for a dress watch. The two-tone gold and silver stainless steel bracelet completes the luxury statement of this timepiece. And let's look at the specs on this. All the same. Oh no, this one's only 330 feet. Case material is stainless steel. Doesn't say anything about that, the two-toneness on it. Bezel material, it says sapphire coated mineral glass. Okay, this one says sapphire coated mineral glass. Very good. Oh, maybe this one's a little bit different. Yeah. So the specs that I got on this thing is, they range from $499 to $799. But wait, there's more. There's a big kahuna in this thing. 42 millimeters, 660 feet, and 330 feet. Sapphire coated mineral glass, aluminum bezel with the second one has a ceramic top coating on it. So I watched a couple of things about the breakdown on what these cost to manufacture, and it looks as like, but let me get to the Maga red one first, because that's the one that's the one you all want, right? I mean, a very generic looking dive thing. We've all seen that look on a million different watches in Macy's or Kmart. It just looks very AliExpress, and with the materials that are in here, I was not able to source for you guys what who is the manufacturer of this particular, these watches, or who makes the movement. I guess that will come out in the next couple of days. This is just brand new information. It just happened within like an hour. Designed with the bright and bold red, the Fight, Fight, Fight watch is for those who want to stand out in all the right ways. And the specs on this is the same as the one before. It's 42, 12.5 millimeter, sapphire coated mineral glass. That costs about 50 cents. This is all in all, these watches just look straight out of AliExpress. I mean, these are, wow. And I watched these guys from, I forget what it was. I was on Associated Press when the announcement came out, and I clicked on these two watchmakers, and they were Swiss, and they were talking about that they think the estimated cost for each watch is about $30 for materials, because it's got like 0.00007 microns of sprayed on gold on this. And this one, I guess I don't even know what that is, like, because it's two-tone. Who knows what that is? It's $7.99 for that one, $4.99 for that one, and $4.99 for that one. And yeah, and they're all 1,000. They're all numbered. They're numbered. They're numbered. I mean, it's pretty amazing. But wait, there's more. There's way more. There is, ladies and gentlemen, a tourbillon. Oh my God. Rolex doesn't even make a tourbillon. I hate tourbillons, just so you all know. That's a VX01 tourbillon. That's what they're claiming it is. So let's have a looky-loo at this thing. Let's do a deep dive on this. This watch costs $100,000. That's what the price is on this. 3 extraordinary styles available, each with 122 diamonds and 18 karat gold. I want to let you know that I did a deep dive. I did all the research, so you don't have to. 147 pieces are available for each color. So it's not there's just 147 pieces. Each iteration, there's 147 pieces available. I guess that's just due to whatever the export tariffs are from Chinese watches. But so you got the black dial, you got the gold dial, and you have rose gold. So you got rose gold dial, black dial. Let's deep dive on the. Let's do the since we're all about the rose gold these days. $100,000. Inquire, add to cart. You could buy it online. If you have a Amex Black card, you could buy this right now. Here's the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the Trump Victory Tourbillon design is one of the classic sophistication combined with President Trump's symbol of success, gold. Made from 18 karat rose gold, this watch brings those. These are actually made out of gold. These are not plated. I would hope so for $100,000. Hand decorated with 122 diamonds, you will stand out for all the right reasons. The Trump Victory Tourbillon is designed to counteract the effects of gravity. You'll be wearing the absolute statement of success. Each timepiece will be numbered and features a personalized message, courtesy of President Trump. So if you get this watch, let's take a looky look. That's it. That's it from behind. It's got an exhibition. Oh, he writes on the back for you. That movement is not looking very high horology to me for 100 pesos, 100,000 pesos. Wow. Like those are blue screws. Those aren't blued screws. Those are blue screws. Those are not high tempered. You could tell. And okay, can't really see that because of the plating on this. Look, kind of looks like an old montre, like the old style movements. Okay. It's got, how many jewels does this watch have? It's got the tourbillon in there. Okay. And the diamonds, which I saw, where is the designed for the president? Oh, so he's going to be wearing, I guess he's going to give up his ellipse, right? That he's been wearing forever and ever and ever. I want to see the, oh, here's the dimension. Here we go. Oh, deep dive. Deep diver. Here we go. Deep diver. 18 karat solid gold case. 122 VS1 diamonds. Okay, so these are, high quality diamonds. And the TX07 tourbillon. Okay. Which I tried to find some information about that, and I could not. It says clearly Swiss made. Vertical brushed solid gold bracelet. Vertical brushed. Here's the specs, babies. Swiss made power and precision. Power reserve, 105 hours. Holy bejesus. Does it have a battery in it? Frequency, 21 low beat rate, huh? 21.6. 19 joules. Okay, that's a very odd number. Movement diameter 31 millimeters. Thickness 5.70. Mainspring torque 700 grams. Okay. And there it is, to be passed on for generations. I don't know. So that's that watch. I think the other ones are probably almost identical. We'll have a look real quick to see if they're the same. Yeah, pretty much. Trump Victory Tourbillon. You could get your name on the back there. And now this doesn't say anything about, like, how the movement was made, and it doesn't say if that's sapphire coated mineral glass or any of that stuff. He did this very quietly. Oh, easy to remove. Look at that. Bracelets easy off. Okay, very good. Only 147 pieces available in free shipping, 2-year replacement guarantee. Start shipping October, November, December. The earlier you buy, the earlier we ship. And it says Trump watches are not designed, manufactured, distributed, or sold by Donald J. Trump, the Trump Organization, or any of their respective affiliates or principals. The Best Watches on Earth, LLC, uses the Trump name, image, and likeness under a paid license agreement, which may be terminated or revoked according to its terms. Trump watches are intended as collectible items for individual enjoyment, not for investment purposes. The images shown are for illustration purposes only and may not be an exact representation of the product. These watches are not political and have nothing to do with any political campaign, which is how we're handling this today, because I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. Not interesting to me. I would, if anybody like in that arena got in and said all of a sudden they have watches, it's something we're going to want to talk about, right? Because what the hell are you doing there? Crazy. Those are some high class shitters. Those are some pretty big shitters. If I ever saw one, get a Seiko. You know, do I have any Seikos? I don't have a watch on. Oh my god! You know what? I feel dirty. I feel really, really, really dirty. I feel filthy. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put on my Milgauss because I feel dirty. That made me feel like I just spent you ever spend 3 hours on AliExpress and then you feel really dirty? Hey, listen, I had a fake Milgauss once. I bought it in Athens, Greece. Somebody told me there was an amazing market for clones, and I was like, I'll go look at it. And it looked pretty good and it was cheap, so I bought it. And I just felt so shameful and so dirty and terrible. And then I had that experience down on Canal Street when I was buying wires for my speakers for my studio. This woman came up to me. She's Barker on the street, and she's like, Rolex. And I'm like, I'm good. And I had my Speedmaster on. She goes, Omega Speedmaster. I said, yeah, real one. She goes, $250. I said, for what? She goes, Rolex. I said, no, 50. Let me see. She pulled out a Submariner, and it was not great, but it wasn't terrible. And I was like, it'd be fun to beat one of those up, because sometimes, if you're working on something, you want to tell the time. I don't know. Don't judge me, but I felt dirty because I walked away. I said $50. She goes, 225. Walked away. 200, 175, 150, 50. Yeah, and finally she just said $50, and I said 40. Anyway, I bought the watch, and I have no idea where it went now, because I treated it so badly because it was such a piece of garbage that I just plopped it everywhere, and I wore it for a while because it was just I was wearing a watch that I could beat the shit out of, and I didn't really care because I baby this stuff, and my Speedmaster is, still looking pretty new. And we had a mouse in the house, and we heard it, and we thought it was in this basket, and I'm pretty sure I had put the watch in the basket. So I grabbed a plastic bag, and I threw the bag around the basket, and I tied it up really fast, and then I went all the way down to this dumpster by the East River, and I dumped it in there. And I'm pretty sure that's where it went, where it belongs, because you feel very dirty when you wear a crap watch. Now, in a crap watch is AliExpress, or I'm not saying if you go to Macy's, you buy a Michael Kors watch, or, and I hate to use Michael Kors as the benchmark for crap, but he's a pseudo designer. He licensed his name out to stuff. Having said that, he was my customer at El Rio Grande. He used to come in for brunch and sit outside with his he always had a young boy toy with him. And he was always incredibly nice. He's a very nice man. He would have his drink, and he'd have a cigar. He was a very, very cool dude. And he would sit outside, even in the winter. He would want to sit outside and just get sun because he was always very tanned. But his watches are just, they're some of them. He's got some that use Salida movements or better ones. I think my niece bought one of the really decent ones. I'm not here to shame anybody on that stuff, but Donald, really? Don't you know that we're here? The watch community is here, and we're looking at you now. If you had the opportunity to put your name on a shitty watch, would you do it? I know you wouldn't do it. You just wouldn't do it, because that's not who the Bashers are. And all the other watch things. I'm sure everybody. I think I'm first. I think I did the announcement first. Did I get it? Yeah. Everybody else is going to be talking about these for days and days and days. Wow, Gringa's going to have one, and Adrian's going to have one, and blah 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 blah. They're all going to do it. Everybody's going to do it, and that's fine. Hitachi says, knowing Trump will be mailed. That's what he said. No, apparently, well, it says Swiss made on it, but you know what Swiss made means? There's a percentage. I think it's something like 30% of of it has to be manufactured in Switzerland, or it can't be called Swiss made, but like the parts can come from anywhere they want. You can just slap them on. I think 30% of it has to be made in Switzerland. I think it's that low. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sounds to me that the postal services are far better than in the UK. No, I disagree. I think you have Royal Post, right? No. Melly C, let me tell you something. The Fergal thing, that was the 6th time. You know what I'm returning? You know what I'm sending back to Fergal? The Laverne cards that everybody got. When you guys went, I lost my beautiful Laverne, and you guys, got me through that. I'm not through it, but you helped me get through it. I'll never get through her. I'll never get over her. Never. It's never going to happen. What are you going to do? But that's what I'm sending to him. A CD and the thank you for being a great basher. My handwritten cards with Laverne on the cover. He never got his. It kept getting sent back to me. And it turns out at the end of the day, Ireland was refusing the clearance because they said it had to have a declared value. Now, the last 2 times I did it, I declared that it was worth $10. But somebody in the post office, when they do the printout, when they type it in there, and it's not the girl because I have the receipt, but at the sticker that gets slapped on it at customs says it's worth 1 cent. And that's why they kept sending it back. So no, it's not. And I called Ireland and I said, listen. And they're like, no, we can't, because the United States keeps saying it's not worth anything. So your post is way better than ours. And on Pushed is as well. Neiman Marcus. Doesn't it look just like Neiman Marcus? It does, right? Let me get back. Let me show that again. And then I'll show you guys a Neiman Marcus logo. I never thought of that before. Let's go back to that. Let's go to the fighter, because he doesn't sign the tourbillon. He signs this. Let's get the watch up. Ooh, man. I should have had this on Grail Watch Wednesday, right? How great would that have been? That looks so much like the Neiman Marcus logo. Neiman-Marcus logo. Neiman Marcus is a very, very popular store. Well, it's a very fancy store in America. So let me show you what that looks like. Neiman Marcus, yeah. Right? Very similar. I bet you he did that on purpose. I bet he did. Crazy. It's not quartz. Automatic movements and a tourbillon on the big one. Danny Gutierrez wants to know how much. Well, I'll show you how much, aren't you? Because you missed. Did you miss that whole thing? Here we go, baby. Let's take a look, right? This is the Onyx Gold Tone, $7.99. It's ready for a pre-order. That is genuine stainless steel gold plated. Genuine gold plate on that. This one is a silver gold tone, which is stainless steel. Actually, can we pop that open? Because did it say anything about that? Specifications. Doesn't say. Sapphire coated mineral glass. That costs about 50 cents to buy those. Yeah, so I watched the breakdown and they said that the tourbillon probably cost about $100 to make. And they said that, so these were like these serious watchmaker guys, these Swiss dudes, and they said about $30, maybe $33 to make these. And they're selling them for $4.99 and $7.99. But that's, business. That's how people make money. 666, the number of the beast. Invicta knockoffs. Yeah, get an Invicta. Trump watch is bulletproof. Oh boy. All right. No politics. I need orange one going up north for wee maneuvers around 12th of the weekend. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a political thing because, I don't like to do that. You know what? Pick your issues. Pick your person. Use your heart and your mind and your soul and do what you have to do. That's how I feel about it. Because I do. Stop the press's lie about the specs. I mean, these watches prove the quote, "A fool and his money are soon parted, and they make Invicta." I'm going to buy every Invicta there is in the whole wide world. Yeah, I don't want to get into politics. It's not. This is not, and it says strictly. I read you the disclaimer. It has nothing to do with that, even though he's promoting it on his campaign website. It's just for, and Ray says, made in China. Looks AliExpress. It sure does. I said exactly what I said. He goes, China. Limited edition, no wait list. Limited edition, no wait list. Oh, you guys are so funny. Daniel Gutierrez at Dean. Dave, Fahrenheit 451. Everyone should order these watches and never pay for them. Well, unfortunately, you have to pay for it up front, like most things, you know. That's true. I mean, it's just so goofy, isn't it? It's just so goofy. What? Glenn Parker. Safe to wear around the streets of London. You won't get rolled. You probably will. They don't know. Do you think these guys that come on the mopeds, they did know the guys in New York when Brooklyn was getting hit hard? These guys would show up on mopeds, very London style. They would show up and they would know what these guys are wearing. So you're right. They'd probably be like, hold on a second. No, sorry. Oh, that's a Trump watch. Oh, shit. You know. Dean says, Daniel, hey, man, who needs a drink? Right. Daniel says, this just gets better and better and better. I know. It's so true. Ray says he gets my vote just for his watch realsies. That's true. Steve Zaleski says, darn it, the Trump watches were released a day after Grail Watch Wednesday. No, Steve. Wouldn't that have been great? I could have said, you know, it would have been a great comedy moment. I would have said that this is my Grail watch. But listen, here's the breakdown. I did the math so you guys don't have to. So if he sells out of all these watches, $45 million. $45 million if he sells out all these watches. You don't think he's 1,000,000% gonna sell out? How many watches? 147 each of the tourbillons. Do you know how many rich MAGA people there are? And they're willing to, man, look, you come to America. Come. See it. Come. See the child. Come. See the child. Dude. I'm speechless. He's going to sell out. The Trump merchandising in this country, the Trump lawns, the Trump. So our mayor of New York City was indicted on federal charges this morning. And let me go on record by saying that he's a piece of shit. And my town is such a colossal joke. And this is why I'm a centrist. Because we've had so many failed Democratic mayors in the city of New York City. And I just think because of New York City is a very Democratic town, it's almost like you need a counterbalance, you know. And we had Bloomberg was a Republican. He wasn't, let's face it. Before he went crazy was the insanely insane Rudy Giuliani, but he was the greatest mayor the city ever had. He cleaned up the whole town. People were afraid of cops. You should be afraid of the police. You should be. You should say, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You know, this guy got shot on the subway last week. He jumped over the turnstiles in front of a bunch of cops, and they just said, hey, stop. And he pulled out a knife on them. And he's like, you know, F you and all that stuff, you know, because nobody... It is the wild, wild west in New York City right now. It is the wildest, wildest west. I got spit on. I'm lucky I didn't get something worse. Didn't happen. But like, you know, growing up and being here for, you know, 50 years, you know, growing up in the city, nobody ever, even when there was junkies and all that stuff, which there are again. Times Square, I took you out on the streets. I saw you, like, people laying on the ground. It's horrible. Last week we went out to dinner with Dana when she was in town. We went down to Union Square, and Union Square, it looked like some kind of post-apocalyptic zone. It was the most hideous thing you've ever seen. All kinds of criminals and half-naked people, and everybody's high. You see syringes on the ground, bags, little glycine baggies everywhere. In Union Square, like one of the most beautiful parts of New York City. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was beautiful. You could take your kids there. Now it's horrible. This city's been mismanaged ever since Bloomberg left, and he had his problems too. Emmett was reminding me that he did soft sell the real estate to foreign entities, and he did. But man, it's just gotten so bad here. So I just think that that this guy, the second he got in there, I was like, we're doomed. Look at it. I went political on you, and I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, that's why I'm straight up the middle when it comes with that shit, because I don't vote for parties. I vote for people. And there's nobody to vote for anymore. I don't like either of those two idiots. Dean, is that a bullet in the case back? No. Neiman Marcus case back. Yeah, it totally is, right? I agree, Daniel. Travis Watt says, I now have a new grasp of the Trump victory tourbillon. Oh, my God. Well, Angelo already said no. So are you going to put yourself on the list for that? Because, Mart says the Trump tourbillon or protect decisions. What would I choose? Daniel Gutierrez, move over Speedy Rose Gold. I'm getting the victory. I like the names, though. The fighter and the victory. Listen, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He knows how to rile people up. Donald Trump knows how to get the people who are, in that camp. He knows how to rally up people. He knows how to do it. He's P.T. Barnum, man. Perfect for an apprentice pimp. Yeah, that would be great. Like, that would have been a great thing on the. He was fantastic on the. Everybody loved that show. I think the cultists who brought the Trump shoes still have not received them. Yeah, I haven't seen any deliveries on the Trump shoes. There's the Trump coins, the Trump sneakers. He is just super licensing his name out right now. I don't know why. I bet Rolex are shaking in their boots right now. Rolex are shaking in the boots right now because they just built an entire new facility to double their watch production, and they need to make less, which is crazy. What does that mean? NH35 Vasilios P. Cryptic, but tell me. Every single comment spot on. Yeah, it's totally true. Melly C. What? 100,000 my Grail watch full rose gold root beer is a bargain in comparison. You want the full. Is that that's your. Oh, right. That's right. It's a beautiful watch to consider for a Grail watch, the full rose gold root beer. It's a beautiful piece. You should have that. The clasp is just as bad. Oh, I didn't even look at the clasp. Shit. You're so good. Let me go to fight. Fight. You gotta fight for your right to Trump. Yeah. Let's look at the clasp. Do we see the clasp? Oh, shit. I don't see the clasp. One more pic. Oh, yes. Let's see. No pictures of the clasp. Okay. Well, that's a very Rolexy style case. Okay. Did somebody have the let's go with this one. I'm going to go with the Maga fighter. It's better. I don't see the clasp though. It looks like it might be a twin release. Did you see it somewhere? Let's go to the tourbillon and see if we can see the clasp there. Let's do the black dial. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, it's like a Seiko clasp. Oh, and it's got holes. Look at that. Oh boy. What is this, 1975? Oh my God. And I wonder if those are pins and sleeves. Are they? Oh no, they're screws. Okay. But look at that. Look at that. That's very Seiko. And look at this. This is so 1972. Wow. Oh yeah, I'll take that on the 1675, right? Wow, kazowie. To be passed on for to be passed over for generations. Martin Gunther. I loved your logo there. It's freaking fantastic. Your Nutella. It's amazing. Pass that on to the kid you really love. Garbage collectors. Written by Gringa. Did she do it? I mean, maybe. There are Chinese tourbillon watches available for about $800. I suspect they use the same. No, I'm sure that they are. which would be really crazy because his main platform is. And listen, I don't disagree with the fact that, the whole Chinese manufacturing thing is destroying the world economy because it's a lot of crappy stuff. Listen, you want to see something I bought? I'm going to show you. You ready? See this? Looks great, right? See that? Look at that. This is a Gibson Les Paul with mini hums. Looks really pretty, right? It's a colossal piece of shit. I bought this about 8 years ago because somebody told me about, and I've never done anything. I never played It's Missing a String. I've never brought it to a luthier to try to get it in shape because I'm embarrassed. It's like wearing a fake watch. That's a fake watch. I bought that for like $350 on Alibaba or whatever the hell I bought it from. And because somebody said, hey man, no, they're really pretty good. You just have to change a couple of things. It's unplayable. It's garbage. It just looks freaking fantastic. It looks great. Look how good those look. Oh, you know why those look good? Because those are actual Clusons that I bought. I changed them to try to get this to be better. But it's just apt. I changed the pickups in it. And it's just, I did do a little bit of work and it's just absolute. It's just, you know what? If you want a Rolex, buy a Rolex. If you want a Gibson, buy a Gibson. That is, I bought one. AliExpress, I don't know where I bought it. I bought it 8 years ago. And it's here because it looks cool, but it's fake. It's not a Gibson. And it is fully counterfeit. Fully counterfeited. Fully counterfeited. In like a mother of pearl. So, hey, it's like I did it. Listen, I told you, I have bought a couple of knockoff watches just to see what they're like, and they're terrible, and you feel dirty. That thing makes me feel really, really dirty. I have some Gibson guitars. They make me feel good. They don't make me feel dirty. That makes me feel very, very dirty. And it's a shame because you can go on YouTube and you can just type in Chibson, C-H-I-B, Chinese Gibson. Did millions of them. They've sold multiple millions of these instruments, and it's taking away from people saving up for buying the guitar that will last for your grandchildren and their grandchildren, because Gibson guitars, as we all know, they've been around for 100 plus years, and they're investments. They are investments. If you buy a beautiful Gibson guitar 40, 50 years down the road, I have this beautiful Gibson Harb Roberts Fusion that I bought for $800. It's worth well over like 10 grand now, like 7, 8, 9, 10 grand, depending on the condition. I'll never sell it because I love it. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite things. If I had to, I could fire sale. I could, but those things are crap. So I don't disagree with him on that. But I disagree with just about everything else. But I disagree with a lot of her shit too. Travis Watts, 140 of those 147 pieces will probably end up in Joma Shop with a huge discount. That's never going to make it to Joma Shop, baby doll. No way. No way. You think? No, they're going to sell out. I guarantee you they're going to sell out. They're going to sell out. I mean, he gets 100,000 people to rallies. 100,000 people go to see him. People, listen, people are looking for that in their lives. They really are. Fine, Drew B says, fine princess character to stay on the wrist when you grab my pussy. I'm sweating now. Ray, €2. I own a USA President watch. Women firstborn. Oh my God, killing me. I'm gonna give you for that. I'm gonna just do confettis and stuff today. I'm gonna give you balloons. Boop, 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 boop. Amazing. Watch Brian says, after these watches, I feel dirty. I have to take a shower before dinner. I know. It's absolutely unbelievable stuff. The gross feeling you get after eating at McDonald's. I know. I'm going to just look really quickly at the Gallery of Bastards because I was so busy trying to get all that set up. I didn't get all the pictures ready for today. God for beer, lost my chair. Andrew Wolkowicz. Okay. We'll get to the rest of the chats in a minute. But for now, we're going to go to everybody's favorite part of the show.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Andrew Wolkovich says, grab me a beer. What's up, beautiful cat? Oh, sleepy kitties. Sleepy kitties times 3. Oh, you're beautiful. It's nice to have 3 cats. I had 3 cats at one time. Laverne was all by herself for many years, and I felt like that's the way she wanted to keep it. Look how pretty this lady is. Absolutely incredible. I'm actually drenched in sweat from that, Drew. That made me sweat through my shirt. Look, I'm not kidding you. And I'm not a sweater. You're a beautiful baby. Oh, hello, honey. Oh, what a pretty lady. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Amazing. Oh, God. I have to turn my air conditioning off in this room because it makes a lot of noise. And I have a high capacity condenser microphone that can hear, farts in the next room. Melly C, Eminem update. Here's more. He's convalescing. Oh, this makes me so upset. Oh, look at him. All snoozy because he's been through so much. We love you, Mork. Oh, baby. Oh, this makes me so mad. Makes me so mad. I hate IBS. Laverne had it too. And she'd go to the vet and, be crappy for a couple of days and then just snap the hell out of it. Oh, Angelo Minichello. What are you doing? Angelo. Oh. Wow. Look at that. The bear. Oh, you know what I did last night? I'll show you in a minute. Oh, no, this is not. Is this? Hold on a second. Make sure I don't have this right. Yeah, it's Angelo. Beautiful. This is like, for a second, I thought if this was Julian. This feels so Renaissance-y to me. What is that? Fiber optic? What's going on here? What is that? It looks like the Tesseract. Wow, very cool. You don't have to explain that all to me. The second you can, buddy. Anyway, Angela, look what I did. I high polished it last night after the show because I felt so dirty that yours looked so beautiful and mine looked, just I haven't cleaned it in 10 years. I dusted, yeah, but look at that. That's like exactly the same as yours. Pretty. Huh? Kitty cat. Hold on. Ray in the house with what you got. Ray with, oh, look at this. You never cease to amaze me. Oh, look at this. Look at these kids. Aren't they cute? Oh, and there's this famous photograph, and there's here. Look at that. Look at that. With your on your manly paw there. Thank you, Ray, darling. Amazing. Then we've got Steve McLeod. Watch pick for you. Oh, this is a great shot. You got Linvicta cigars and your Daytona. Look at that. Two-tone. Look at that. That's a fancy lighter. What is that? I love lighters. I love all that the old fashioned. We have a couple of the old fashioned ones that like have to push down. They don't operate or anything, but they're cool looking. Look at that. I guess I should know all about this. Very cool. Very cool. Looks great. Thank you. As Martin. Oh, with a nice picture of Bronson. Thanks, buddy. Wait till you guys see this. Roly poly. Roly poly, Bronson. Oh, did you guys see the? I'm gonna pull up that thing that happened to Tommy Lee and his wife's dog yesterday. His wife is a hero. Did you guys hear about that? Tommy Lee, his dogs were out by the pool, and a coyote came and grabbed one of them, but his wife got it back. She went and she fought the coyote. I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have cared. And it's not like they live in the wilderness. They live in the Hollywood Hills, but it's the Hollywood Hills, so there's stuff there. I guess it can happen. Shane McGurk says, "Bejesus. Bejesus." You've got Jameson Gold, Special Reserve Irish whiskey there. Looks great. Wish I liked whiskey, but I know a lot about it now, but I just, don't like the way it tastes. I wish I did. A big fancy Dyson air purifier over there. Very fancy. Which one do you prefer? I would imagine you go for the Redbreast, right? Yeah. Whiskey Cigar Lounge, folks. Rob Morrison, Omega Adventures in the Loire Valley of France. Hey, Rob Morrison. I'm an American living in North Carolina and Kansas, but I've been spending a month or so in France twice a year since 2017. I'm back there now in the Loire Valley, and I've taken some of my recent Omega finds to this man. Hey, man, I can't wait to see this. Let's take a lookie. Oh, look at that. You have your own watchmaker. Watchmaker, make me a watch. Oh, hey, cool is that? Oh, yeah. He's got old Bergeron stuff. You're real. Look at this. This is cool. What's he working on there? Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Hey. Is that a 3-2-1 on that? Can't tell because the picture won't blow up correctly, but oh, man. Oof. Dude, you're my new best friend. Oh, my God. This is what I really should have been doing for years. Just collecting old. Oh, look at this constellation. Oh my God. Look at the Chemin de Fer. Oh man, I love these. Oh my God. Nothing was more beautiful than those vintage Omega movements. They look like they're made out of copper. And I know that they're they put copper in the metal. Look at that. Oh, Breitling. Ooh, shoot. Look at that thing. Wow. That's very thin, huh? Wow. What model is that that's that thin? Wow. Amazing. Hey, Rob, welcome to the show and welcome to sharing with us. We're so happy that you did. Let me see if I missed anything in here. This man, he did. His name is Alain Delphine in Amboise. It looks as if he's a mad scientist because that's what he is. His father was a horologer, and he inherited the vast wall of Omega parts that you see behind him. His laboratory is kept absolutely pristine, free of any dust that might contaminate his clients' timepieces. Before crossing the threshold of those glass doors, you pass over a sticky floorboard that removes any dust from the soles of your shoes. It's like a spider trap. I'm hoping that some of his parts might be used to rescue these 3 Omegas I brought for him. I'm sure that he can, or I'm sure he could source them. Oh, man. Last year, I brought him a 1920s sterling cased porcelain dial Omega, and Alain says it should be ready before I have to leave for the States. While this seems slow, the parts he has also make him capable of lightning fast miracles. Last year, I brought him my gold-plated Breitling Navitimer. Oh, it's the 806 1967 that needed a correct crown. He was able to find one and install it during my visit, which I very much appreciated. I've been wearing it with pleasure ever since. Wow. The rest of the month, let's see. I've been enjoying the local Cabernet Franc, excuse you, and the very rarely, but especially the very rare white Chenin Blanc. I love Chenin Blanc. Locally, it's historically called the Pinot de la Loire. I've also been able to try wines that are rare varieties like the Pre-Phylloxera Ramadan grape, only used in the Cure, Chevronnet, Appellation. The twin bottles, the phylloxera just killed everything there. That's why Caminieri is not made in France anymore. Somebody probably brought it back. Somebody brought it to South America and they do make it there, but of course that's not very good. Amazing. Wow, what an amazing thing. Thank you so much for all that. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that. Incredible. Fergal's here, cat on a hot tin roof. This is pretty good. That's pretty good. What is the cat doing up there? Your cat's got the biggest head ever. That's a big. Oh man, Ireland doesn't have coyotes. There are wolves though. Are there any wolves left in Ireland? You know, I don't know that for a fact, so I shouldn't say. Bojo, real Les Paul. Oh, you've got an R8. Well, go to hell, you. Yeah, unbelievable. Real Les Paul. Yeah, that sure is. That's absolutely gorgeous. Wow. R8. For those who don't know, that's Gibson Custom Shop. It's just there's these guitars called the Murphy Labs, and they're just, I'm sure it's plecked and all that stuff. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, that's gorgeous. R8s are beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. Welcome to the show, buddy. We could talk guitars forever. And once I start Metal Mondays, we'll be talking about music, bands, instruments, all that stuff. We're going to go deep on that stuff, pal. You know? James M says, I'm a dog person. Hey, I'm a dog. I was a dog person my whole life. And then when my beautiful dingo left the planet, I decided to never get another dog. I just couldn't do it. Maybe one day. Look at you, beautiful kids. You look so spoiled and so pampered. Oh, boy. Look at you. Look at you posh kids. Amazing. Wow. That's a great shot there. Beautiful, man. Thank you, James. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Now, my friends, is the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
We'll close out with a couple of comments from the people who are talking about the beautiful Trump watches and other things. Thanks, everybody, for the Gallery of Bastards. You know that I can be reached at basherdirk@gmail.com. That's basherdirk@gmail.com. You share them with me. I share with the world. Dogs, watches, cats, whatever it is, whatever strikes your fancy, man. It's your story. It's your show. I just host it. I also want to remind everybody that in the future, for everybody who enjoys the Watch Fashion Police, it will no longer be broadcast on Oisin O'Malley's channel. It started as a, getting the followers from his channel that really, really helped out. But we are pushing Watch Fashion Police, just like iBashers was, kicked to the curb, to go find its own audience, grow on its own, create its following. A lot of people watch it, 500 to 2,000 people will watch it in its first week, plus, but they're mostly watching it on Oisin's channel. So if you love Watch Fashion Police and you love the beautiful Michaela de Chatillon, yours truly, and the big guy, please go to youtube.com/@Watch Fashion Police, because that is where that show now lives on Mondays at 4 p.m. It will no longer be on the Oisin O'Malley channel. So yeah. Glenn Parker says, top quality shitters. Couldn't agree more. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Melania was demanding answers about the 2 attempted sessions. I think she's asking, oh no, that's terrible. Oh boy, Invicta has a better move, and it probably does. With my initials, AM, I should have a watch made. You should. You could be like AP. But I was talking the other day about AP is going down a very dark road. They're associating themselves with gangsters and all kinds of, internet and, rappers that have criminal records, and they're taking the class, out of classy. They're, it's one of the most storied brands in the world, of course. But I don't know, man. I don't know if they're putting out some ugly stuff. I mean, they made a watch for that guy, and I know who's watching the show, and I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying that they made a model for Travis Scott, which was one of the grossest things in the world, and he just got arrested again. So, I mean, oh man. Ray says Fergal could have a swarm out there, spend a month on the piss for my pics of Laverne. We'll take a photo at least. Yeah, you could have done it. After these watches, I feel dirty, indeed. You should respect cops. Being afraid is the American way. Yeah, I think you should be afraid of authority. I think you should consider authority to be authority. And I don't think anybody thinks they should be above authority. I've never felt that way. When people tell me to jump, I fall. I have a general disdain for being bossed around. I don't like that. But if it's cop or somebody in power, I will feel differently. But like a regular person on the street, I'll probably tell them to go fuck themselves, because that's just kind of how I operate. I don't like if I was in the army, that wouldn't work for me either. Those guys that go, "Ah, la, 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 la." Not my thing. You should only be afraid of cops if you're breaking the law. 100%. 100%. This guy who got shot on the train, they tased him like 4 times. He wouldn't stop. He kept coming after them with a knife, and they tried to tase him, and he wouldn't go down. And finally, he lunged at them, and they just, and then everybody started protesting. They were protesting this poor, misunderstood guy who was trying to attack cops with a knife. No, people, that's not what happened. He's a criminal, and he didn't die. I can't wait to see the Trump Watch unboxing and review. Oh, there's going to be plenty of them. They're coming up. They're coming soon. Yes, yes, yes. Melly C says the rose gold root beer is her Grail watch. Good for you. You deserve that one. 20th Century Boy. Yeah, it's a Gibson. I have a Gibson, but I have Gibsons too. I don't ever touch that thing. I just took it out for you to see it. It's in my rack of all my guitars, which is plenty. Not to mention the environment. Junk made in China ends up in landfill. Yeah, they're the highest polluting country in the world. They're not doing any service to the planet Earth at all. Their emission rate is in India. It's just outrageous, the amount of CO2 emissions coming from both. They're both also the most overpopulated countries in the world. So not good. It's just not good. Vanity watch masquerading as a luxury. That's what it is. It's just it should be on an infomercial. There probably will be infomercials any day now. I know one sycophant at luxury bar who will buy one to match his gold sneakers. Oh, that. He probably got number 2. Because, shit. Oh, man. Oh, Dave, you just nailed it. I bet you he's the one making those watches. Don't you think so? Roman Scharf. I guarantee you that when Roman Scharf started sniffing around his back door and man crushing all over him, I bet you he said, what you need? You need a watch. I bet you this whole thing was facilitated. That's my prediction. I think he did. I think it's all Roman Scharf. Wow, Dave. Smart guy. I bet you you're right. Yep. Yes, they won't end up on. They won't. They're going to sell out. Dirk is the first to do a deep watch on the Trump's latest. I'm first. I did it first. I finally did something first on the internet before anybody. I broke the story. Angelo Minichello loves it. Jim Lazick, $4.99. Cheers, everyone. Glad to be live with you. Hey, Jimmy, great to see you in the room. I'm doing the $4.99. I'm doing. Thank you so much for that. I'm doing more fun things. Confetti bursts. Yay. Thank you, Jimmy. Or I could do this. I like the stars. We're stars. I'm trying to catch the stars. Thank you, Jimmy. Great to see you in the room. Right on, brother. Angela Minichello. Nothing as good as Julian's work, but my stab at that's exactly what you did. Inspiration, Julian. Inspirations. Isn't that great? Unbelievable. Jim, were you here for the whole show? We did a deep dive on the new Donald Trump watches, and here's brought to my attention by Dave Fahrenheit 451 when he said luxury bazaar. I was like, I guarantee you Roman Scharf is the guy that facilitated this whole thing. He knows how to assemble all those. He's got all his Chinese contacts. I'm sure that they went there, and that's how they did it. Oh, amazing. Wow. Hitesh saw the Tommy Lee video, and the news said the pup was too heavy and he dropped it. That's exactly true. I'm not going to show that footage because it might cause somebody some, I don't like seeing stuff like that either, but it was thrilling to find out that Tommy Lee's wife, and you see it's a shot, it's on the security cam. The dogs are playing around the pool. It looks like a dog. I thought it was their dog, but it wasn't. It was a coyote, and it grabbed one and it took off. The wife saw it immediately. She took off after it. She climbed a wall, and as the coyote was going over the wall, it was too heavy and it dropped it. So they lucked out. Nathaniel Hannon, hey, taking the CL out of classy, you mean? Yeah, taking the CL. You took the CL out of classy. You picked a great time to start liking the Royal Oak. I know. It's really, we were talking about that the other day. It's getting really, 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 AP's just going down the wrong road. They're associating with bad people. They're very bad people. They're associating with bad people. They need to get the best people in the world. They need to get them. They need to be working with them. Jim Lassick says, Ray, got to keep fighting. Life's too short. He's a fighter. Ray Ray's good. DC Clark, 1950. Nice telly. At 45 needs a watch to keep track of the time while doing it. He wears an ellipse. That's his watch, which is kind of a girly watch. Jim's sick of fighting, bro. Trying to retire. DC Clark, I just stumbled in. Anything with guitars? Hey, pal. Hey, D Clark, 5150, which is a Eddie Van Halen reference. And I believe that's a police code for Los Angeles as well. Yeah, this is a really nice community. It started with watches and music and all kinds of stuff. I talk about guitars all the time. That I showed everybody my really bad Chipson, but I do have some beautiful guitars. I'll show them to you another time. But D. Clark, welcome to the show. It's great to see you. Everybody, that is the show for today. Thanks so much. Tomorrow night, we'll be back with Big Bash, wild, crazy ass drinking Bashers Friday with the big guy. Grab a drink, grab your favorite libation. Let's all get together and cheers. Once again, remember that Watch Fashion Police is only going to be available on its own channel. Happy anniversary to Dana and Emmett. And what else do I have to say? I love you guys. Thanks for joining in. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember that when you encounter somebody who is unkind, you can't always know what they are going through. They could be having a really bad day. Something could be happening in their life. We have no way to know. Give those people the benefit of the doubt. Give them some room to hang themselves. Because when they prove that, you'll know. So they're either a really good person or they're just a
Basher.